Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people. Rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries to kill you, but with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup. We finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can't be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the juice like taught you. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen, hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental, how clean is a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Sneering this shit through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace, everyone. Welcome to the People's Podcast, the ears that will listen and where your opinion matters. Tonight's episode is a public service announcement. We are taking a hard look at substance that sits in plain sight, sold legally, purchased easily, rarely questioned, and often misunderstood. Poppers and kratom.
These are not underground street drugs. They are legal over-the-counter substances that many assume are simply safe because they are accessible. The assumption has consequences. We are breaking down the real risks, the lack of regulation, and the long-term harm that rarely makes it into the labels or marketing pages. This conversation exists to raise awareness, challenge, comfort, and replace assumption with truth. This episode presented with support from Shimmerwood CBD Infused Shelter. Use promo code THEPEOPLE for 30% off and support independent media that speaks honestly. Let's get into it.
What are poppers? Poppers are liquid inhalants, often sold as room deodorizers or leather cleaners, controlling What are they called?
Poppers.
Yeah. What is the name?
It's amyl nitrate is the actual name
Anal
of the.
nitrate.
No, not anal. I know it sounds kind of funny, and I'd be hard pressed to say it isn't used in tandem with that, but it's amyl nitrate, and it's also used as a diesel additive.
Wow.
Fun.
People inhale the vapors for a brief head rush and muscle relaxations. Commonly reported, there are risks. There are sudden drops in blood pressure, increased heart rate and dizziness, headaches and nausea, loss of consciousness, dangerous interactions with erectile dysfunction medications, chemical burns to the nose, skin, and airways, long-term effects, vision damage linked to retinal injury, risk of oxygen deprivation when misused. Because poppers are marketed as they're marketed and misunderstood, misleading labels. There is no standardized classification of them or dosage, no medical oversight, and no constant safety testings. Legal status does not equal medical approval. What is kratom?
You want to jump right into that? And we can. Kratom is the other one we've been studying today. What is kratom? Kratom is a plant native to Southeast Asia, and it leaves. I actually go to this for the podcast. As its leaves contain compounds that interact with opioid receptors in the brain. At low doses, users report stimulation. At higher doses, it acts as a sedative. Reported risks and concerns include dependence and withdrawal symptoms, nausea, vomiting, constipation, liver toxicity, increased heart rate, and blood pressure. Seizures in some users, respiratory depression at higher doses, interaction risks with antidepressants, alcohol, and other medications, lack of dosage. Its consistency due to poor regulation, kratom is often marketed as a natural alternative. Natural does not mean risk-free. Many users report difficulty stopping after prolonged use. Why this matters?
These substances are easily accessed. Regulations is limited or inconsistent. Packaging often downplays the risks. Public education is minimal. Long-term health effects remain understudied. The dangers live in the assumptions that legally equals safety. That belief keeps people uninformed and unprotected. What do you think?
Oh, it's a lot to ingest. Right? Well, I've been studying kratom all day. Just because I don't know so much about it. And I've always struggled with addiction. And I had some given to me. It was gifted to me, right? It came in this big bag full of other products. It was promotional. So I'm like, maybe kratom's right for me. And I asked the store clerk what it was like. And she said, nope, I have people coming in here from bleep and bleep company you wouldn't even believe, coming in here several times a day buying the stuff. And so it's a herb, it's a plant. And a lot of plants have these side effects to them, and they sell them, whether they're addictive or not. Cocaine's addictive, and we still make a lot of derivatives from cocaine, Novocaine, etc. The list goes on. And benzocaine, that's fun. And even fentanyl got to start not being used as a street drug, but to treat severe injury and trauma, right? And pain. Well, we ended up here. And I've heard so many people talking about both sides of the subject on kratom. And I wanted to get some really honest to God facts about it, because I pride myself on trying to find out information about these drugs and put it out there so people know. And poppers I'd give you personal experience on that, but I'll wait.
And the reason why we're talking about that today too is because of that thing that happened in Warren about that young lady who's only 30. Her husband, let's use air quotes because it is what it is, passed away 4 months ago, and she was devastated. She was like just grief stricken and whatnot over it. And what ended up happening, it's all over the news, and it's trending, and it's sad because when information gets spread, it gets spread wrong, and it gets told wrong, and it's so many miscommunication, misunderstanding. Just people just hear what they want to hear and they just run with it like toilet paper and diarrhea. It's crazy. And her husband drank it. Now, it says do not drink. It says do not drink alcohol when you're using this. And I know a lot of people, me personally know people that have inhaled that and drank and done extracurricular activity drugs that are not legal. And they didn't have that death effect. Well, this man did. And the person that was with him did not call 911. Left him laying on the ground and did not call 911. Went to court, wasn't found guilty of any negligence. And the young lady didn't think that was fair. And she wanted to take matters into her own hand and called the person back over to her house and unalive that person unalive. And had a standoff with the officers for over 5 hours. And her intent was that she would be unalived also afterwards because she was hoping that someone would take her out. And it's just crazy. It's a whole nother story that we're going to talk about on Thursday, but not her story, just how grief can affect somebody in your mental well-being and whatnot. But those drugs that are so easily accessible at party stores, at gas stations, at sex stores, at a lot of places, smoke shops where you can buy tobacco. And nobody really knows. SGF Graham, welcome.
Peace. How y'all doing?
All is truly well. Do you know what kratom or poppers are?
I don't know what no poppers is. I heard of kratom for the first time a couple of years ago in a smoke shop, and somebody was telling me I should try it. I should try it out. And as soon as they walked out of the door, the clerk was like, "Don't ever try that crap ever." Well, I listened to her. Never thought about it again.
And it's crazy how so many people will try to push something that is not safe over to another person. And that gets into our first question. When something is legal and sold openly, do you automatically trust that it's safe? And why, Moon Tortoise?
No, I don't. I don't think the things that they say are safe. Because I don't think they are. Like, I don't know. Very little you're supposed to actually shove into your body. Very little of anything you can imagine. Even smoking and everything like that. It's not really designed purpose. So yeah, I love doing these episodes where we delve into what these are, because contrary to what I actually want to say on it, and it does look like I've heard some contradictory arguments that have made a lot of sense. I've heard contradictory arguments going on all kinds of things. And I think maybe the issue is not the plant itself at the root of the problem, but maybe it is a public awareness and just kind of a understanding controlled substances drugs problem in general, which is why I'm glad we're talking about it.
So we have some questions, or we have some audience questions, but I'd like to ask SGF Graham the same question. SGF Graham, when something is legal and sold openly, do you automatically trust that it's safe? And why? SGF Graham?
Oh, sorry. Can you repeat the question?
If something is legal and sold openly, do you automatically think it's safe, and do you trust it, and why?
Nah, not really. Um, they fought hard to keep weed away from society because we made black people whistle at white women. Like these are the things that I heard in South Carolina. Like these were the things that court made back then as to why it was illegal in South Carolina. Whatever. So if they treated weed like that, then anything else that they give us that could possibly be psychoactive, they probably I feel like they added some other crap to it.
I agree. I don't trust food that's sold in our grocery stores. So, no, no, not at all. So, welcome, Killowain. Welcome, Killowain. Tell me, have you heard of poppers before or kratom? And then what did Dakota say?
Dakota, poppers was the cause of HIV, and then the medicine was the kill pill. A very controversial statement from a very controversial view.
Yes, very controversial.
It is something to think about.
How old is Poppers?
How old is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out why they said it was the cause of that.
That person speaks on like there's factual in their opinion a lot on things, but they are really educated though and do a lot of study. But
so you guys really want to know something crazy? Poppers, alkyl nitrates was first synthesized in 1844 by French chemist Antoine Jerome Ballard. They were introduced for medical use to treat angina, chest pain by Scottish physician Sir Thomas Lauder Broughton in 1867, and that predates the Beastie Boys by a long time.
what's the next question? What's the next comment?
Where is it? Oh, you got a different one. Sorry, there. Did the same thing with the COVID medicine as well. I know quite a bit about the subject. I could join if you want a guest. Badger.
In the comments gives us a good insight too, though. I mean, it'll help with our engagement if you can join us in the comments and continue commenting. I'm going to read them.
I've seen people hooked bad on kratom every day. They're drinking tons of it. I mean, it's not. If you got, I'm not opposed. I generally, yeah, but that's what I've been hearing about it is how addictive it is. So is coffee though. All food is poison. If you don't practice UT, learned that recently.
And there's the last one for right now.
Anything your body is exposed to is poison without medicine. Okay, keep going. That's Dakota.
Okay. Thank you, and keep on responding. It's going to help with our engagement if you don't mind. I like it both ways because we do get paid on engagement. So, and we're going to keep reading them. I promise. So, Moon Tortoise, how much responsibility falls on the manufacturers versus the consumers, do you think?
How much responsibility on the manufacturers? Well, what do you mean responsibility?
Like them being a high risk and that's misleading and whatnot.
Well, I want to give the most clinical response, but you know, we're in a society where it's kind of almost encouraged to just medicate to get over how ridiculous everything is, and These manufacturers know it. I don't trust manufacturers about the same way I don't trust any if the food is safe or anything like that, because I don't trust those people. And I don't trust the same people funding them or anything else to run damage control to stop it from them blossoming into huge problems, or stopping or promoting kids with enough intellect to avoid these situations too. Young people, that's another thing. It's just geared to get messed up, and it was when I was little, and it's just such a flawed narrative. So it falls a lot on these manufacturers, I think, and the people who allow it.
So SGF Graham, should substances with psychoactive effects be regulated like prescription medications?
I don't know if it should be prescription, because if it was, then a lot of people that use it for like spirituality and stuff wouldn't be able to get it anymore. Um, but it should be talked about more versus praised more. They should talk more about side effects a whole lot more than just praising the experience they had all the time.
Here's another one. Moon Tortoise is pretty long.
That's okay.
I don't think it's all gonna fit. It's not. And you don't see
That's all right. I'll do this here. The page is it in the comments? Can I read it from the comments? Because I will do that, and I'm ready to. Here we go. The page NVM always mentions that about poppers. So they said people started using and gave the symptoms of HIV. That's what they say. I highly recommend following NVM. Lots of information on the virus hoax. So that will, and it's about a hi, bro. Hi, everybody. So yeah, that's information out there to learn more about it.
Yeah.
Virus.
So mine is, why do you think warning labels often fail to communicate real risks? Because people are still eating McDonald's. Because people are going to do what they want to do regardless of what a label says. A lot of people that are in that I don't know the proper term to say this, and I apologize I can't apologize. If it offends you, it offends you, then you must take it personal, because my intent is not to offend you. But at the end of the day, those that put anything in their body to find that next high, that next fulfillment, because they want a sense of endorphins and love in life because they're miserable or whatever the case may be, they're going to do anything. If someone almost OD'd on something, they're going to find that one and try to do it because they want that feeling. People chase things. They're risk seekers, and they don't really love themselves properly to watch what they put inside their body, from food to drinks to drugs. And the sad thing is that it's being passed on to kids. Kids see that. That kratom stuff, when you brought that home, I was like, no. You were like, no. I had to tell DDH, like, no. Because none of us tried it. You had, but not that particular one. And I'm not big on trying something. I'm not big on trying something just because I want to see what the high is or what the hype is.
I've never done kratom, actually. I actually still might have it.
And I still will not touch it at the end of the day. Go ahead, SGF Graham.
I remember when K2 came out. And
Yes.
One of my used to be longtime friends, he came over and he was like, hey, let's smoke this together and play this video game. And I was like, what is that? He was like, K2. I was like, nah, I'm good. But like, I've always been a hell nah or whatever. I grabbed my blunt and he proceeded to smoke by himself. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh shit. Like the whole time we was playing the video game, and then he just screamed like, oh shit. And I was like, what? And he was like, man, I was just passed out on the couch the whole time, couldn't move, and da 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 da. And I was like, bro, you was playing the video game the whole time, bro. I don't know where your brain was, but your body was here playing the video game.
No way. SGF, I had a friend pass out on me too, like standing to the floor on K2, and I was like, whoa. And I've seen another person do. I had like a couple people do that. I mean, I never got that effect off of it. I had someone else comment to it didn't really hit them either. And I did some strong stuff, but maybe it's related to how intense my tolerance was. But yeah, K2 was wild.
I walked in, and this is a different kind of drug, but nonetheless, I walked in, and it's still in the same aspect of trying whatever. I walked in one time into a room, and it wasn't our house; it was somebody else's house, and the person I was dating at the time was smoking something out of an ink pen, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And they were like, "Oh, I just wanted to see what the hype was and try it." I said, "Really? Correct though? You really just wanted to see what the hype was and try it because you're not drunk enough and because what? You really don't love you or your life." I didn't wake up and realize, that this is not no one I need in my life at the time because I still didn't have healthy boundaries. I still didn't love myself correctly. But I still never tried it. I couldn't wrap my head around it. One time I tried a half a line of Coke, and that is the most heaviest thing I've ever put in my body. And it made my teeth numb. And it wasn't even a whole line. It was like my fingertip. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Now, did I do it just to say I did it? Because I was one of those competitive people that, no one was going to drink me under the table and whatnot. And I wanted to fit in. But then I was like, I'm not dumb enough to really want to do this. Like, I really started loving myself. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really truly know what that meant yet either. I still allowed them in my life and stuff, but I didn't partake in what they were doing. I'd rather take care of people and help people in the medical field than try to be in the medical field in the hospital with tubes in me because of something went wrong. Because I just wanted to try it one time. SGF Graham?
I don't know how people can do it. I give them kudos or to being adamant to doing it because I finally, after 30 something years of my life, tried it one time and I felt like I was finna be a fish flopping on the ground. Because my nose was burning so damn much. I was like, why would y'all even do this? And they was like, oh snap, you never really did this? I was like, never again either. Like, I was like, y'all enjoyed this?
Yeah, I couldn't even do it. I just did a teeny bit and it just made my teeth numb. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not for me. I'm like, it's not worth all that hype.
Now afterwards, and I was talking to one of my cousins that did it one time. Me and him basically said the same thing, like, oh, okay, like, because now it's in my system that day or whatever. And my my natural aggressions, especially back then, like people think I'm aggressive now, like in my early 30s or whatever, like this is when this happened or whatever, like, oh, I was not attainable that night. I could not be controlled. And the whole time I was like, I can't wait. That's just get out of my system. I see why people go to jail. Like, oh my goodness, or whatever. And then my cousin, he was saying, he was like, cause I never touched that stuff again because I felt like Superman. So whatever, I was like, yeah, bro, that is not the way to feel. I was like, I really get why people do the dumbest stuff on that. That stuff really just heightens whatever it seems like negativity you got going on in your brain or whatever. Like, and it gives you the kahunas.
I learned when I didn't properly love myself, I surrounded those that didn't properly love themselves. And I learned that those people that did that kind of stuff, because the person that I saw do the poppers was always doing coke and stuff too at the same time. and I was just like, did they have to go hand in hand? And they were like, yeah, you don't know what that high is like, and da 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 da. And I'm like, that's insane. That's insane. You already are drunk. You're already high off of coke, and now you want to add something else in. Like, what can your heart, let's just think of your heart. How much can your heart take, you think?
Yeah, I felt like I was the designated caretaker around a certain group of friends for a while because every time I turned around, they were just popping this, smoking that, popping this, drinking that, smoking that, or whatever, and falling asleep at red lights. I got to move them over out the car. I got to jump out at the red light, push them over to the passenger seat. And I was like, I can't keep doing this, especially when I'm the only one sober or whatever. I don't even do this at all. Why am I dealing with this? I just separated myself.
So, I don't know where Moon Tortoise went, but maybe a phone call. Why do you think, we did this one already. Here comes Moon Tortoise. Moon Tortoise, can you hear us?
Hi. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
I have to put a PSA out there.
Okay, go ahead.
Anybody who now, Tuesday, or
try again. Start over.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, I have to do this. Anybody who calls me at 8 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday kicks me off of my podcast when I have to either exit the call or answer a text message. If you are my friend and you are calling me or messaging me during these times, you are not being a good friend because this is my career. Please, if you can hear this, observe that respect. I take this very seriously. I love y'all.
Can you read the comments?
Yes, hold on. I was very angry. I'm coming back. Good.
Okay.
All right. Dakota, I have used kratom, but in a pinch for serious pain. I use it for pain. That's it. I don't enjoy it, but it helps with serious pain. Now I deal with pain, though. For sure. And you're not the only person to say that. And I've heard it is very, very good for pain management. But like everything. Okay, we got Robin to plug. My first time smoking weed was actually K2. Oh, wow. I actually would like to know about that.
Robin, what did that do to you? If you're still watching, could you let us know what that did to you?
Yeah, man, for sure.
What's the next one?
I'm reading it. I used kratom when my left cheekbone was smashed and broken by a punch. Pain was unbelievable. Face numb for 3 months, no feel at all in the left side. It really helps. I seen a girl freeze her lungs with complete computer duster. Stopped breath for 2 minutes. Someone had to go give her mouth to mouth.
Computer
duster. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a problem. It really fucked up my whole reality. For real, for real.
Oh no, I bet. The first time smoking weed, you shouldn't have tried something synthetic like that. That's insane.
Oh my goodness, no.
Oh man. I know some people that never done drugs and they go to a party one time and try something like a fentanyl patch or something, or just whatever fentanyl comes in, and OD. Like, just because it's meant for one person doesn't mean it's okay for everybody. I don't even know. I've heard of so many things. That the gentleman that I was talking about before, he said that he came home one time and people were swinging, when he was gone, swinging a towel around, and they were like, have you ever tried tussin? And I'm like, what is tussin?
What is tussin?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was at first, and then they explained it to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. I get it.
Well, yeah, you're doing the robot. It's also bad. That was popular when I was little.
That's crazy. I
Robo.
remember, yeah, Robitussin, and they would separate it to get the purities away. And I just remember so many things, like people would want the coating that you're drinking, you know, when you were sick. Like, that's why they made opioids. That's why they made poppy seeds and whatnot illegal, because at the end of the day, they were using it for medical purposes at the beginning of time. Dentist word.
Yeah.
So, Moon Tortoise, what does marketing influence our perception of safety? Huh.
Of safety. I wish I could go back and tell my younger self how precious life is. I wish I could tell them that every time you fall or hit something, you'll shrug it off now, but you will feel it later. And what I've noticed with marketing is that it never regards that. It never regards any of the aspects of consequence or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I was very upset growing up knowing that Cool's advertised to, jazz musicians who blow on saxophones of all people. And what is it? Just like beer commercials. It's all like sexy people hanging out in pools in bikinis, having fun on water slides and riding around on horses. They're not showing the person whose life is ending and they're smashing Milwaukee's best in their shed or something until they find them frozen in there or something. True story. They don't show that aspect. So yeah, there's not a huge public concern. I think hopefully young people are waking up to the insane marketing. We got Dakota Willis. The natural drugs were the way to go. Demonized because you can't patent it. I'm inclined to agree with that.
SGF Graham, what role should public health education play in over-the-counter substances?
Make the warnings just as big as the brand name.
Facts. I think that if the line at McDonald's is wrapped all the way around and they know what McDonald's does to people, why would warning labels be any different, or like FDA health things on things? Because people are going to do what they want to do. Go ahead.
If it didn't make a difference, they wouldn't make it so small. And they put it out there. It's out there so the karma is clear on anything that happens. But at the same time, they make it the smallest thing on there to read. A lot of elder people have to hand it to somebody in the younger generation and say, "Read that for me," just because it's too small.
I'm offended that you said elder people, to be honest with you, because I can't see nothing, and I haven't been able to see nothing since I was 20-something. So,
see, I mean, so you can imagine what I'm saying. Like the older they got.
I remember one time I put what was that stuff called? Horseradish. I put horseradish inside my milkshake because I thought it was Hershey sauce.
Oh no.
Oh, that's funny. Oh,
And
man.
my son was like, "When did they ever sell Hershey sauce?" I said, "I don't know. I thought maybe it was because it was a special milkshake for the month, that was a holiday thing." And he was like, nah, you can't make that make sense. He said,
"Oh my gosh." Just for a little light, I did the same thing with Hershey's cocoa powder. I was young and I opened it up. I'm like, "Oh, cool. It's going to be chocolate powder." Oh no. I learned something that day.
That's more innocent, though. I legitimately read the label and still thought that it said Hershey sauce.
Yeah, cocoa powder by itself is the devil. Or whatever. The first time I did it, I was so upset. I was like, "Why does this not taste like chocolate? What is this?"
Yeah. Pairs well with confectioner's sugar for sure.
So here's a question, Moon Tortoise. What questions do you wish you had asked before trying something legal?
will I spend as much money as a Ferrari on it? Will you be able to stop? Will it be easy? Will it destroy me? Why aren't you worried about that? It goes right to I would tell my younger self to take more care. Really. Yeah. Take pearl powder. Don't wear glasses. They will heal. My eyes are going from green, brown to blue. Once my eyes are blue, I know I'm at optimal health. Okay, who controls the spice controls the universe. I'm going to say it. Can't help myself. But yes, that is all something to look into.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You went in and out.
So,
would you say you went in and out?
I said that is something to look into. Or before that, I dropped a Dune reference. I said, he who controls the spice controls the universe. Pearl powder.
I got the eye thing under control. I bought some fennel seeds, so I'm about to do my own thing. But thank you though for your advice. My question is, do you believe natural products receive too much trust? I believe humans give too much trust in other people. I think that they should read everything and do the research on every single thing before they put it in their body, and not just trust the fact that the doctor says eat General Mills because it will lower your cholesterol and your heart health and all this other stuff, that it's good for you. Because the FDA says we'll only put a little bit of rat poisoning inside it for sweeteners. Don't worry about it. It won't kill you. Just a little. So I trust a lot of things. I trust it to be what it's supposed to be. And that's at my own risk. And that's everything I eat, drink, whatnot. If it's meant for me, it shall be for me, but I'm not going to walk out in the street and stand in front of a semi just to take that chance to see if it was my time to go. So that's my opinion.
Have you gotten any ads for like the what is it, the pad or the horse tranquilizer? What is Special K? I can't remember what it is.
I don't. What is it?
It's Special K. Hold on, assistant. SGF. What is
it? SGF Graham. What is it?
Do you remember?
What is what? My bad. I was Googling some information.
What is Special K? It's a tranquilizer.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. No.
That's what the
Special K. Kellogg's brand. It's not Kellogg's. Those dried strawberries, they really get you hooked, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's ketamine. I've been
That's
seeing
what I said. See, it's on the screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Dakota. I'll give you the points for that. Thank you so much, loyal viewer. Yeah, ketamine. I keep seeing ketamine ads, like legal ketamine ads all over like Facebook and YouTube now, and I'm like, wow, dystopia is just getting worse and worse.
Why?
Because dystopia is hard to live in.
But that is what they use in horse tranquilizers, right?
A powerful dissociative anesthetic with hallucinogenic effects. It's a controlled substance in the U.S. It's developed a fast-acting anesthetic for surgeries. It's a general anesthetic for humans and animals.
So what are they using it for?
I mean, you take ketamine, and the problems that you had before seem very far away. It's a horse train. Yeah, that's what I said before. People are taking the methylene blue. I don't know why they think it's safe. So that's important. It doesn't seem safe to me. I mean, Valerian root calms you down. Maybe I'm wrong. Chamomile? People, oh yeah, no. This has been a very good one. I could
Yeah.
Google.
So, you know what I've been seeing? That people, like I said, they will hear a story, they will run with it, and they will make it as if that was what it was a fact. And at the end of the day, nobody really knows a true fact, because his story is just a story. Even history is just a story. And yet we can choose to believe what we want to believe, or we can do the research ourselves and go down the rabbit hole in life and trust our own opinion. But just because someone else says it's good doesn't mean I'm going to believe it.
No, not unless it's a Chuck Norris fact. Those are all true.
Them are all true, because he has a hidden fist behind his beard.
Oh yeah, he invented ketamine, and then it got addicted to Chuck Norris. There, I did one. There's Chuck.
So let's do positive stuff. What would be the positive from this situation? Because you hear people, someone come up to you one time and they said, "Do you want to party? Tell a story." And that young man was like, he was down for it, and he didn't realize what they were really meaning.
Oh, the part you're telling me? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one of the reasons I like doing this is because people kept asking me, "Do you party? Do you party? Do you party?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm blowing a popper and throw a pointy hat on once in a while. And boy, I love my cake." Well, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about actually methamphetamine specifically. So then I thought it would be a good public awareness to say to people that that's what this means. And I had a resounding amount of people come back to me and said, "I didn't know what that means. I've been asked that before." So my goal is to get that information out there so people can avoid getting themselves into really dangerous situations. And these drugs like meth, poppers, not so much kratom, I don't think, but like meth and poppers and stuff like that, these are called like party drugs. They fall into that category. And all you got to do is pay attention in grade school to know how dangerous inhalants are. And if you want to further expand your knowledge on that without doing them, you should. That's the most important takeaway from all of this, is to really do your research, because even something as people smoking, smoking can last forever and be really hard to break. And caffeine too, and I'm doing both of them. So let me not be the kettle. Let me just say, do your research before you put stuff into your body. Love yourself. Don't last forever.
SGF Graham, what is the positive out of all of this?
Besides poppers, because I don't really know nothing about neither one of them, but it seemed like kratom and a few other things in moderation with the situation, not for recreation, can be a good thing. I'm only assuming by the things I quickly just looked up and things like that, where not moderation, using it for a problem isolated versus recreation. It seemed like it can be a positive thing as long as that problem isn't too serious to where you just keep using it just like a pill. You can become addicted to it. So I say as long as you listen in moderation and listen to your body, not your mind, because your mind loves having fun. As long as you do that, then you're probably okay.
Yeah.
Moon Torch, read that. Read that. That's for you.
I will read this, and I will honor Dakota's comment. It says, "Maintain balance. The balance is in the urine. and what Dakota means. What
With the
Dakota
last-
convey, I will say, very useful discussion. Keep it up, guys. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us, for real. It's great in the comments. I love your knowledge, and I love you in the comments because it helps with our engagement. We promise we will read your comments because they do matter, and you're very, very knowledgeable.
He's right about the urine. Pay attention to your urine and feces. It tells you a
Yes.
lot about your body.
Yeah.
Anti-venom.
Yes. Yes. So my positive message from all this is don't trust somebody else with the information when it's accessible to you, easily accessible to you. I'm not saying believe everything that you read, and I'm not saying Google knows all, because ChatGPT makes mistakes. I'm just saying at the end of the day, do your research and trust your body. Your body will tell you. Your body will tell you if you listen to your body. So love yourself, though. Stop putting this stuff in there in your body and being so careless with your life, because it might end yours. I'm just saying. Tonight's conversation is not about judgment. It's about awareness. It's about asking better questions before assuming safety. If something alters your body, your mind, and your chemistry, it deserves scrutiny, regardless of where it is sold. Whether it's legal or not, it does not guarantee it's harmless. Silence helps no one. Education saves people. Thank you for being a part of the People's Podcast, where difficult conversations are welcomed and truth is spoken openly. This episode was presented by with support of Shimmerwood CBD infused seltzers.
Yeah.
Use our promo code The People and get 30% off. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay alive. And I want to put out there that we are now part of affiliate marketing for RSS.com. We use that for all of our audio platforms to be on iHeartRadio, Podvine. Well, there's always 30 of them. Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Amazon Music. We're out there now on a bunch of different platforms, and we're that is part of our affiliate marketing. So not only is our sponsor the People's Podcast from Shimmerwood Beverage with the 30% off using that promo code, that we also have affiliate marketing with RSS.com. So thank you for tuning in and allowing us to feed your mind. May your night be full of positive. Yes.
Before we go, I don't want to cut you off. I like letting you say the end. I wanted to say share this podcast with anyone who is struggling with any kind of substance abuse, or especially kratom or poppers.
Yes, and I'm glad you stopped, because you have to read something from Tom's book. I forgot we were doing that.
Oh gosh! Oh, all right.
I forgot we were doing that.
Now, I had no plan for what I was going to read, so now I just got to open to a random page. Okay. Yet another in-depth report from the Early Marian Bureau of Clavicinists. To the average illiterate, the name Voltaire is very hard to pronounce and spell. To the average chicken, it is next to impossible. The above was compiled by the Early Marian Bureau of Clavicinists. Still only 25 cents. Early Marian Publishing Co. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom Schul.
Love you, Dad.
You're here regardless. May your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations. And stay tuned on Thursday. We don't have a title yet, but we're going to talk about how grief and whatnot can put you in a dark place if you don't speak to somebody. So, love you all. Peace.
Peace.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's talk. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen, hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Sneering this shit through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.